Hello, Keller Williams. This is Ryan with the KWU Tech training team. And in this video, we're going to talk about a very important component of creating any custom page or landing page for your new upgraded agent website. And that is adding text modules to it. Text is going to be the easiest way to get your point across and, of course, convey whatever message it is that you're looking to show off to your client base. So let's jump into our website builder and take a look at how easy it is to get started. So here in our website builder, we of course now know that we've got new options available to add custom pages or landing pages to our agent sites. But when we are creating those pages, you'll notice that they start off pretty bare bones. Right? I'm going to go ahead and click on one that I have previously made just to show that this page simply has a title and an image at the moment. Right. So the great thing about custom pages is that they will include that header and legal footer on any of the pages created, but anything else that's added to that page is going to be entirely up to you. So when we are adding modules, that's going to be how we add content to the page body itself. So with clicking on the add module button here, we'll notice that the add options are going to pop up on the right side of our screen where we can scroll through any and all of the various types of modules that can be added to our custom page. And we're going to start with the top with the rich text module because that's going to be the easiest way for you to add any text, whether it's a list of suggestions in your community or tips on how to best winterize your home. All of those things can be included in anything that you can imagine. So let's go ahead and select that rich text module. And scrolling down now, we'll see that in our preview, we now have a separation between that header and the footer, but everything we fill in is determined by what we put into the text module itself. So starting with our title, this is going to be the text field that is at the top of any rich text module you add. Right, this is a title, and this is going to be in bold. It's going to allow you to introduce your subject up front and set up what the rest of the text is going to include. But then the rich text section here is going to be the real meat and potatoes of your content, because this is where you're going to be able to add any text, any images you'd like to embed, and have all of those same text editing functions that you would expect from any text editor on the internet. So let's go ahead and pop some text in here. And we'll notice that we've got the bold and italic and underlined as we would expect to have. But additionally, of course, we have our alignment settings that we can adjust if we would like to center our text or align it to the right of the page versus the default of the left. Right? We have the ability to create bulleted or numbered lists within our text editor and to control the indentation of any of those text elements that we add. And a very important one is going to be the ability to include links within the text, because if you are providing connections within your community or resources for your clients to click on, you want to make those active links. So just by simply selecting a word here, and of course my text is in Latin, so it doesn't like the spell check on that, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and click on the link button that looks sort of like a chain link. And this is going to allow us to point a particular piece of text to either an internal or an external link. So the difference between an internal and external link is really just going to be, is it a page on your website already that you want to point back to, or is it an outside website like Google.com? So the external link option will allow you to include that URL here to redirect to. We'll go ahead and use Google.com as our example. And by clicking save and close, that text that we initially highlighted will appear as a clickable link within the text module that we're creating. Some other features that you might want to include within your rich text editor are going to be the embedding of images as a very important part of a dynamic reading experience. So embedding images is going to be really just as simple as typing into your field here. Right, I'm going to go ahead and add a few page breaks to separate between what I've typed and my image. And my enhancements menu here that looks sort of like the icon of a couple of mountains is going to allow me to select from a variety of tools, but we're focused on adding an image. So the image section is going to allow you to either pull from your content library here in your website builder, which would mean that when I click that magnifying glass, I'll be able to search from any and all images that have been utilized in any aspect of my site to bring them into this page content that I'm creating. And by just simply selecting it, I can add that into the text module as well. One thing that's really resourceful to point out with your images in particular, if you're focused on accessibility, you always will have the option here to add alternative text to the images that you're providing with your rich text module. And this is going to be a way for our visually impaired clients to still engage with our images through our screen readers. So I can say a 2-story family home, right, and caption those images as well, which can be the same as your alternative text or different based on what it is you're displaying. So I'll just go ahead and pull that over to my caption additionally. When I click Save and Close, that image will be added to the rich text module where I can then see it reflected additionally in the preview of what we're working on the right side of our screen. All right, there's a lot more that we can do to add our personality and the content that we want to bring to our clients using the rich text module. But simply put, it's going to be a way for you to have text that works dynamically in the way that you would expect to edit text anywhere across the internet. And there are a lot of other types of modules that you can also continue to use with any of the custom pages that you create with your new agent website. So go ahead and check out another video and see what else is in store.